Here's our little campsite, pretty big site, fire pit at the back, more campsites down there, pick your own, toilets, showers and dump point, only cold showers, and then beach right there. Literally 20-metre walk. Ruby's over there playing with the beach on Claire.
Alright, a rundown of our 3 days here on Moreton Island. We arrived on the ferry from Brisbane. We left at 10 o'clock. We arrived in at 11:30, so it's a 90-minute boat ride. It was $203 each way with the car and the four of us. I picked a campground called Ben Ewa. It's really good. It's nice and close to the beach. We've got showers, albeit that they're cold, but at least we can have a quick rinse, and toilets, and we can also have campfires. Some of the campgrounds here on Moreton Island, you can't have all those things. It's either a fire and no toilet, or vice versa. So we chose Ben Ewa. It's nice and close to the ferry drop-off point as well.
It's got it all. It's right in the middle of the island, close to the shipwrecks for snorkeling, and close to all the tracks, whether you're going west on the island or east on the island, and it's right next to the cut through to either side.
Yeah. On the first day we set up, and then we had a quick lunch, and then we started to explore because it was a lovely day. We went to
Bulwer, yep.
Bulwer convenience store just to check it out.
I think it's called Shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Castaways?
Castaways.
Then we came back, and because it was a lovely afternoon, we chucked on our wetsuits and we went down to the shipwrecks, which we could have walked to, but we didn't. We drove. The current was really, really strong, so Dave and I just went out because the girls, we just left them on the shore, and it was a 5-minute.
Yeah, probably a 5-minute swim. We sort of freestyled it. We walked up the beach probably 100 metres. By the time you freestyle, you ended up at the shipwreck. And there was no current once you hit the shipwrecks. So we spent, I don't know, probably about half an hour or so just snorkeling the shipwrecks, and then had to do the big swim back.
Yeah, it's a bit hectic, but well worth it.
Well worth it.
Day 2, we drove to, we're heading up to the north end of the island, where we stopped past Five Hills Lookout, and then to Cape Moreton Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Where there's a little information centre there. It's just a little hut.
Good little view of the bay. There's lots of rock fishing around there, heaps of fishermen. From there we headed up to Blue Lagoon. Walked
back down, yeah.
Didn't really seem very blue, but
no, not blue
it was quite full, being that we're here in winter. And then from there we headed down Eastern Beach a bit further, until we got to the bypass, called Middle Road, and then came back via Middle Road.
Yeah, snuck into Tangalooma for a little bit just to check it out. It's supposed to be for resort people only, but we just did it anyway.
Yeah.
It was a bit colder yesterday, so we just went and hung around the campground. And then lastly, day 3, we got up early this morning and we went down to the south end, down to, what was that town called? I've got it here somewhere. Karingal. They've got a world famous bar called the Gutter Bar, which is a really cool, like, Aussie style beach pub. It had all these fancy fun stuff.
Yeah, food, drink, little convenience store. A lot of the island seems to be there as far as houses and stuff goes.
Yeah.
Lots of fishing boats down there, all moored up. Really nice part of the island. Lots of green grass. Beautiful down there. Bit of a trek, probably about all up maybe 40 k's inland, and then big drive down the beach. So allow sort of a day to get down there, explore, and come back. And then
we stopped in at the desert. It's just called the desert.
It's called the desert. It's basically just sand dunes. Yeah. Heaps of, if you buy a piece of timber on the ferry over, you can just go sandboarding down there. Pretty much just all it is there, just sandboarding.
Yeah.
So either treat yourself and get a bit of timber,
or you've got a toboggan.
Or a toboggan, or a boogie board, anything like that.
And then we just came back in the afternoon and hung out by the beach.
Swam.
We've explored every single road we can on Moreton Island. There's a couple of dodgy bits, but mostly
Yeah, I prefer a lot of
Easy.
the inland tracks. Beach driving is just beach driving, but a lot of the inland tracks are pretty cool. Some of them get a bit rough. Some of them have got big water crossings, water holes. Some of them get a bit loose and boggy, so a bit more fun inland. I like. So these are all our
Highlight videos.
highlight videos coming up.